it doesn't get much better than that. But I mean, that was quite interesting. And basically repeating what you both said, it wasn't vintage, it wasn't pretty, but it was a job done in the end.
It's the most important thing, isn't it, Dion?
Yeah.
You just got to find a way to win, and it wasn't pretty, but the state they're in at the moment, you just take 3 points the best you can. I think they were, 14th up to 12th, so... And to be fair, thanks to Collier, that's why they won that game. That header...
On the line
was brilliant. A centre mid coming on, young kid, only 21, and he just read it. And that's all it is. That's all football is at the highest level. You want people to make decisions, big moments. Toby comes on. For whatever reason, he felt that ball could go there.
Yeah.
On that corner.
And this is something we don't see that often this season. Well, actually, but in recent years, right?
Well, Dion, no, we always had somebody on the back post, but it's almost kind of gone out of the game. I mean, he just reads that Collier brilliantly. And that helps them end up winning the game. That's a centre mid, just drops in a position, reads the flick, and brilliant from the young man.
It's very instinctive. Just seeing the danger, and he's gone in there thinking, just in case. That's all it is, just in case there's a danger. Keeper's gone to his right, to the near post. He's gone to the left. Very, very clever.
And what does that do for the belief that the manager has in a youngster like Toby Collier? Because there's so much talk about the futures of academy, products at Manchester United, and is their future at Old Trafford or not? But Amorim clearly believes in him, doesn't he? This season, he'll look back at it as maybe his breakthrough season. Oh,
definitely. And the thing is, the reason he believes in him probably because he's training well. And I think the way Ruben plays in this formation, it's actually going to suit Toby Collier.
He's got the energy for it.
He's got good legs. He's kind of box to box. And I think the times he's come on, he's had a really good impact on the game. And he's thrown him on in some big moments, by the way. He's come on in games and had an impact. Today, he saved the team points there. And the manager's going to look to him every time he thinks, in fact, he can help me. He puts a shift in, and that's all you need from a young man. Put a shift in, work hard for the manager, and be reliable.
Yeah. It's good that, during the interview, you said it's a tough environment. It should be a tough environment. You're going into the first team. You play for Man United, the manager's dragged you into the first team training session. It should be tough. That's why Martinez said what he said. He's humble, he's come from the 23s, all the kids, gone into the first team, he's kept his head down, and he's working hard, he's got his rewards. That's the way football should be.
Yeah, in some ways it was a cameo from the bench. He saves his side a goal clearly there, but what about the goal that actually mattered? From Lisandro Martinez, and a rather unlikely goal scorer, only his third United goal. A touch of fortune, but as they say, if you don't buy a ticket, Owen.
Well, look, I love that little chop from Garnacho. Really, it was him and Ahmad who were creating things, but he just reads it, Gets in front of Muniz there, and sometimes it just falls to you, Manish, and the ball's basically talking to you saying, hit me. And honestly, I love this from Garnacho, brilliant. And Martinez, for whatever reason, he reads this coming out, gets in front, boom, I'm going to hit that. And I think it's Lukic. It comes off Lukic.
He does, yeah.
And that obviously makes the ricochet, makes it difficult for Bandeno. And look, if you don't, like Dion said, if you don't hit it, you never know. And he had a pop.
Yeah, he did. He just, the thing about it is the keeper's expecting a clean strike on his goal, and he's set for a clean strike. He probably would have saved a clean strike, but he's just come out a little bit too far. Yeah. And the deflection's it's a perfect deflection.
Do you think having a second look there, Bernd Leno, could he have done more?
No, I don't. I just think when the ball's flying that quick, he got something on it, but just not enough. Sometimes you just find yourself and I don't know if you can see the keeper in this clip, but you'll see the keeper comes forward, maybe if you can see him in the top of the screen, watch him come forward. As soon as he steps forward,
take him out.
Yeah, he's never going to be able to go back quick enough because the ball's moving so quick. Gets his tips on it, he tries his best, but sometimes it's just not your day, and Martinez got lucky with that one. United needed that look. They needed it.
Garnacho played a part there, and we saw Ahmad also thinking he had scored a goal. I mean, these are players who are coming to the rescue for United at the minute, aren't they?
Yeah, the young lads, they're the hope. Well, Bruno's obviously the guy that kind of for the big moments, but actually it's Ahmad and Garnacho who are the only ones really that actually create moments. And I think right now, because the team's struggling scoring goals, you're relying on these young lads' individual brilliance to do something in a moment. We saw it with Ahmad against Manchester City. You know, obviously against
Southampton as well.
Southampton, obviously as well. The Ahmad show that kept rolling on. But today, you know, they're the lads that are creating. I know they only had one shot on target, but they're the ones who have moments where, if it falls to them, they create moments for their teammates.
Like Collier, we saw Muniz come off the bench, but for Fulham, to try and give them the spark up top, it wasn't quite working out for Raul Jimenez. He nearly made an impact, did he not?
Yeah, he did. Muniz had a couple of chances, actually. He just gets his technique wrong on a couple of occasions. That one there, he snatches at that. You just have to get above that one, you know, and then you just... Anything into the ground, he's got to score, but he just goes underneath it. Oh, there's 3 shirts in front of him there, but just look, you see how he lifts it there. He's got to go low there.
Yeah.
It's a poor technique, and he knows he should have done better.
I think he should have scored. Dion's right. Just if volley into the ground, it hits the ground, it's in.
Yeah.
I mean, Marco Silva won't believe it somehow how they found a way to lose that game.
Yeah.
You know, they deserved probably at least a point.
Yeah.
But if you don't take it, we said in the first half, they had good chances. They didn't take them. In the end, they got punished, same as Southampton.
For Manchester United, it clearly wasn't a vintage performance from them. But for Ruben Amorim, clearly welcome.
And congratulations on the win. How important does that one feel?
Really important to have this feeling away from home. Great support from our away fans as always. Not a great game. You can feel it. No great chances. Just in the end, with the long balls, we try to control the game, try to play our game, but we need to improve a lot, and you can feel it. But this time we hold the result, and then with 1 goal we close the game, and then it's really important to win now.
Clean sheet tonight. That must feel really significant.
It's really important because clearly you are closer to win games and give you confidence. And we didn't suffer too much today, and that is a good sign. It's not just the clean sheet; it's the way we defend. Like I said, we need to improve a lot with the ball. Without the ball, we were okay. Control the game. We score, and now we move on to the next game.
You did score. A bit of luck needed in that goal. Is scoring goals still a bit of a problem for you as a team?
I think so. Even when second half we want to change some things, and there is no, we lack some pace and some power in front. But it is what it is, and. We need to have more ball, create more chances. We need to take the ball to the last third. We struggle a lot in these details, but winning help a lot to improve.
What are the biggest positives to take from this game into the next one?
The results, the feeling, the way we gave time to our team to have that bit of luck to win some games, and then let's take the feeling but work really hard tomorrow. We need to win the next one.
A week left in the January window. You said earlier that you don't want to repeat any previous mistakes made by the club. Does that mean that there's going to be a cautious approach, despite the fact that, of course, the fans will be desperate to see some new players come in?
We have to be cautious, and even the rules here, and you know that we have to follow the rules. And I think we did mistakes in the past. We cannot do it now, so we are focused on improving the team. But let's see. Let's focus on the players that we have and focus on the next game.
You said before that you find the fans chanting your name sometimes a little bit uncomfortable, but the away support tonight was absolutely brilliant. And you got the win on the eve of your 40th birthday. Nice little sweetener for the birthday tomorrow?
Yeah, but they deserve it. I think it's amazing. It's not normal. I know that you guys are used to this environment here, but it's not normal. So congratulations to our fans. It's a big privilege to work in this club and to give them wins. We want to give them wins, and today we did it. But like I said, we need to improve a lot, and we are going to do that.
Thanks, Ruben.
Thank you very much.
Ruben Amorim there. We're delighted to say as well that a man who's represented both these clubs, someone Rio knows very well, of course, Edwin van der Sar has joined us pitch side. Thank you for joining us, Edwin. Ruben Amorim there, just talking about the feeling that win can give them going forwards. What was your assessment of the result and the performance from them?
Yeah, probably the result is nice, of course, for the winning manager. But I think the performance has not been great. I think Fulham had a great idea how to play. I think created the most chances. I think from my feeling it was the only shot on goal that United had, the shot from Martinez. So a great result for United in that way, but I think Fulham deserved a bit more from the game.
Ed, we obviously played at the club in our time. Someone who's been sitting and watching from afar, how have you seen things at Man United in recent years, and especially this season? This is why we got you on here, Ed. Come on, big question.
Here we go. Yeah, okay. It's of course you need to stabilize a club. Performances you need to have on a Saturday and on a Wednesday. Of course, we've chopped and changed with managers over the last 10, 11, 12 years. Mm-hmm. So the results are not coming, to be fair, or maybe the way they play. Winning games, of course, it must breed confidence, but you don't really see that on the pitch. That there's a lot of confidence of the idea how they want to play, and of course it's still early doors. But yeah, let's see how things work out.
Rio wants to know if you're free to come and run the club.
I'm enjoying my life really well at the moment, so I'm okay.
We went out for dinner in South Korea recently, and that's all we spoke about. Come on, Ed, come back, help the guys, join in, help the guys, because this guys run a football club successfully. But listen, anyway, go on, Karen. I know you waited to ask a question.
No, I was just going to say, we saw you do a nice lap of honour. What did that mean to you here today?
No, of course I played a long time for Ajax and a couple of years at Juventus. My start at the Premier League was here at Fulham. It was 4 years. Maybe I didn't expect to play the whole 4 years, but we had a great time. My family enjoyed it. And from there on, living in London is not too bad, to be fair. But at a certain point, you wanted more, and to go at the age of 34 to play another 6 years for Man United, and the success that we had with the club, that's been amazing. But I think most of that came also because I knew the Premier League, and that was due to my time here at Fulham.
What are you doing now, Ed? I know you stopped working at Ajax now. What are you doing? I've seen on your Instagram you're flying all over the world at the moment. You and your wife and family.
Absolutely. I enjoy my time, of course. I made a decision like 18, 19 months ago to resign at Ajax. After that, I had a little health scare, but that's all fine. It's all good. I got a few calls with some headhunters, and at the moment, I'm just making up my mind if I really want to return to like a full time in a club or an organization, or doing whatever what you're doing.
Come and join the podcast world.
Couple a little bit of nice things and talk about the football and giving high fives to the players.
How good was this guy when you were playing alongside him, Rio? Especially when you needed him to bail out all your mistakes.
Yeah, he made us look good. I mean, he was a wonderful goalkeeper. I think that, for me personally, I think a lot of defenders will say the same thing. When you look behind you, what you want to know exactly where your goalkeeper, where you'd imagine him to be, and he was never out of step, always in the place where you want him to be. And when the moments came to make the big moments of saves and define a game, like in Moscow, who better to be behind you than this man here?
They're your best
I had
memories.
a couple of guys in front of me who made it easy, so I only had to stay a little left or right or head it away. And
did he always listen to you?
The one through ball that I think Rio likes to talk, eh? So like in training or in the game or everything, and all the time he was busy. But I think we had a great understanding, like a partnership, and that comes with experience. And it's great to lead something from the back. I had always everything in front of me, so I could navigate how they needed to stand or what to do or to drop, and that connection that was incredible on and off the pitch.
And when you have a night like that, when you share an experience like that, like Moscow in 2008, does that just bond you forever?
Well, I actually thought it did, but Edwin knocked me back the other day for a meal. We organised to go out with our wives for a meal, and then he rang me and said, "No, Rio, I can't make it. A better offer, someone else."
Wow.
I extended my stay here, so instead of coming Friday, I only came Saturday night because my son had to play. My son is there also. He had a tremendous game yesterday in Holland, so I was really happy that I stayed and watched it.
Family first, I get it.
Edwin, we really appreciate you coming to join us. Thank you, and enjoy the time off.
So where are we next week?
Forest.
We got him, guys. We've got him.
We'll
Cheers, Ed.
speak to your people. Thank you very much.
I don't know people. I'm myself.
All right, cheers,
Thank
Ed.
you very much for joining us.
Take care.
Oh, what a player. And tonight, I'm sure, watching that this evening at Rio, obviously there has been criticism of Onana this season, but a clean sheet tonight, huge for him, especially coming off the back of making
and I think
mistakes.
Listening to Amarim there, the manager, he's by no means a perfect performance, but the result was good. And I think it's important to take what the positives that you can get out of a game. And I think that defensively, they kept Fulham to a minimum of chances. They looked quite toothless at times, Fulham, so that's a positive. And I agree with him on the ball, still loads to do. Didn't look great on the ball, but again, they get the win, they get the goal by any means necessary, and they move on. That's how they've got to look at it right now.
Okay, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, though, we're going to hear from the Fulham.
Guys, congratulations. Lissandro, I know you've scored a couple of goals for United this season, the first against Liverpool, but this was a big one tonight. It was the winner. Needed a bit of luck, though?
Yeah, I think I was lucky, but I'm really important. I'm really happy with the way we win the game. It doesn't matter who score. The most important is 3 points, how we fight, how we play, how we show character, personality. And what I'm so happy is because of this guy. This guy, honestly, is a big example for the young generation. The big example. So I'm really happy for him because he's working so hard every day and he's so humble. So he deserves all. So,
Toby, you've made your senior debut for Manchester United this season. What's it like to hear one of the senior players in the team say that about you, and how have you found it?
Yeah, it's unbelievable. It's coming from a World Cup winner, so couldn't ask for anyone better, really. But yeah, like you said, I'm just working hard. It's a tough environment, and I think that's good. It makes you better as a player and your character as well. But yeah, I'm just looking about improving every day and helping the team as much as I can.
And you were involved in the other key moment in the game tonight, that goal line clearance. Do you realise just how close that was?
Yeah, I remember clearing it and thinking, oh, has that gone over? But luckily it hadn't. So yeah, just happy for the team and the win. And yeah, the most important thing is that we did it as a team together.
Yeah, it does feel like an important win for Manchester United, particularly after what's been another up and down week. And just to hear the fans celebrating like that at the final whistle, what do you think it meant to them?
it means a lot, not only for the fans, but also for us, because we suffer a lot, and it's really tough and really hard when you lose in this club. The pressure, we know, is really hard, but we are here. We put the chest every game, and we know how difficult it is. But we are here, and we have to show every game, like today. We have to win also every game, and we have to be also really humble after winning.
Well done tonight, guys, and Alessandro, you're today's player of the match. Congrats. Thank you, guys.
In terms of Garnacho, where are we with him at the moment? Because it's a conundrum for them. He's been arguably one of their best players, and Manchester United are in need of good players, and yet that man looks like he could be heading out the door.
Yeah. Garnacho never actually had the intention, or it wasn't a thought, to leave Manchester United in this window. Then there were reports that the club would consider selling him because he'd be banked as pure profit, and so for the right price he could solve a lot of financial woes. And after those reports, his representatives received a bunch of inquiries about him, and so then they thought, well, he's got to consider his options and his long-term future, because if they're willing to sell him at the right price, is he really part of Ruben Amorim's plans? I think what he's actually done is, over the last few games, he's shown a willingness to adapt. He's improved his defensive duties. So I do think that he's showing that if he stays, he can find a way to work in Amorim's system, which is the opposite of Marcus Rashford, because they were both dropped from that squad against Manchester City for Amorim not being happy with their professionalism. Rashford's not been involved since. He was an unused substitute to make up the numbers once, but Garnacho, Amorim's happy with what he's seen from him and has included him and played him and has spoken quite highly of him. Napoli and Chelsea interested in him. Napoli haven't engaged United about him yet. Chelsea haven't engaged United about him yet. Napoli think he's too expensive, so are considering other options. It's one that could be decided quite late on in the window.
It's interesting about his worth, because I know Paul Merson was sort of saying yesterday about what he felt Garnacho was worth in terms of millions. But what do you think of the situation of him possibly even going? Because, like I say, his statistics show that actually he's a really valuable player for them.
Yes, it'd be interesting to see the justification, because here's the thing. If he's good enough for Chelsea, why is he not good enough for Manchester United? Why are you not looking at other players that you would sacrifice? Now, the
Chelsea
argument...
have other issues that they need to solve,
exactly.
so why are they even looking at Garnacho?
I totally agree. I think as far as Garnacho is concerned, £70 million, quite justifiably, United